Man, oh man, y'all. Is it good to be back? Lights, camera, action. You know, they would say the lights are too bright for some people, but not me. Anywho, welcome to episode 21 of the Fourth Down Forum podcast. Now, we got a lot of very exciting stuff to talk about today. Today's episode is solo, no Sokoa. For those of you who are wrestling fans, you'll get and appreciate that. For those of you who are not, I'm not going to go through and explain it. Today, we are going to be talking NFL schedule releases, who had some of the best, who had some of the worst. We're going to be talking about Ravens matches that I'm excited about because, you know, your boy's a Ravens fan, always has been, always will be till that casket drops. That's not changing anytime soon. We'll also be talking about other stuff that's going to be coming up on the Fourth Down Forum podcast. And we're going to be talking about one or two. I'm going to decide towards the end of the episode if I want to discuss the other announcement. But I do have two announcements in regards to this channel. And they are both great announcements. It's nothing bad. It's not, hey guys, I'm taking a hiatus because between me and y'all, I want this. I need this. This is what I want to do in life. Let's get into it. So who had some of the worst NFL schedule releases? The Raiders, very underwhelming. Very, very underwhelming. The Dolphins, what the hell was that? They were like, we are speed, ka-chow. Lightning McQueen, who? Now, let's talk about some of the better ones. The Washington Commanders, where they revealed all of their opponents as Vines. As a guy who grew up around Vine, I absolutely loved that. The Ravens, I'm a Ravens fan, so of course I'm gonna love that they had what's the guy's name? Stevie, however you pronounce his name, the comedian from Baltimore. You know, he's just balls to the wall crazy, and you gotta appreciate that. My Chargers fans are gonna like this. I can't say enough good things about the Chargers social media team. I don't even think it's up for debate. They have the best social media team in the NFL. Their schedule release were Sims characters. The funniest thing, though, because y'all remember Harrison Butker had that little incident where he was talking at that commencement speech, and they put him in the kitchen, which was hilarious. Also, shout out Justin Tucker. Just cuz. Another one that I missed originally when I was ranking them, the Atlanta Falcons doing NFL Street as their schedule release. Phenomenal. Chef's kiss. Now, let's talk about it. The 2024 NFL Baltimore Ravens. We can't talk about the good and the upcoming without talking about the bad. The Ravens fell short against the Kansas City Chiefs in the AFC Conference Championship game last season. This is due to lack of running the ball. This is well documented. We went out, we got Derrick Henry. That should fix that problem. Keaton Mitchell should be back sometime in November. And don't count your boy Justice Hill out either, because Justice Hill, very underutilized, very underrated in my opinion. So I like the fact that we still have both of those guys to start out the season. We'll probably have another guy make the team or sign a running back. But let's talk about some of the Ravens matches that I'm excited for. Obviously, this goes without saying. Pittsburgh, Ravens, Pittsburgh. The biggest, not the oldest, the biggest rivalry. One of, if not the biggest rivalry across the NFL. Why in the blue hell have the schedule makers not given us a primetime game against Pittsburgh? And don't give me that 4:25. No, I want 7:20, 8:30 p.m. blue collar, smack you in the mouth football. That is what I want. However, that's not what we're getting. Now is it? we'll get it, but it won't be during prime time. It will be, I believe we have one 1 p.m. game and we have a 4:25 p.m. game. Looking forward to both of those games. The Harbaugh Bowl between newly newly hired, and I say newly hired because this is his first year back in the league, NFL coach Jim Harbaugh and his brother John Harbaugh. So that will be exciting. I got plenty of Chargers fans I'm friends with, and it's always fun because we got a group chat going, and every time like that game's on, I'm like, I'm gonna mute y'all. Don't talk to me. Talk to me after the game. I don't like when people talk to me during football games. Maybe it's just a quirk. Maybe I'm weird. Maybe other people feel that way too. However, that's a game I'm looking forward to. The Texans game, I'm looking forward to as well when we play the Texans. I'm not looking forward to the fact because I'm talking to you, NFL, the big league, the big wigs, the commissioner. Y'all are on some BS making the Ravens play on Christmas Day again. Furthermore, making it an away game again, or maybe it's a home game. I could be wrong. I think that's a home game, actually. No, it's not. It's an away game because me and my pops were talking about going to it. What is your beef with making the Ravens, like, I'm not going to say anything bad about the Texans because I have nothing but rave reviews for them right now. But making us play again, I swear on everything that I love, if y'all make us play on Christmas Day next year, I will just live stream, because hopefully by then we have 1,000 subscribers, if not more, a full mental breakdown on this podcast because y'all made us play Christmas Day 3 years in a row. That said, I'm looking forward to when we play the Cowboys as well here in Texas. I would like to try and go to that game. I am trying to go to that game. Nothing is set in stone yet. But if I go to that game, you will get content from when I'm out there. What other games do we have? I'm trying to run down the list. So, yeah. We play all of our AFC teams twice. Ooh, Lamar Jackson versus Jalen Hurts is going to be a great showing as well. I believe we play the whole NFC East, which if we do, then you could throw Jaden Daniels, Lamar in there because, I put out a tweet not too long ago saying, and I could be wrong here, we might not play the entirety of them, but I put out a tweet not too long ago saying, Jaden Daniels is going to be what RG3 was supposed to be for Washington. And I don't mean that in any bad way. I don't mean that as a knock. I believe me and Michael talked about that on the last episode we did. But yeah, so there's that game. I'm excited for that game. There's just a lot of football that's going to be going on, so... what are some other teams? Excuse me, y'all. I do got to go through in here and be like, okay, this is this, and this is racing like 1,000 miles a minute. So, well, we play the Bengals twice a year, of course. So Burrow Lamar is always something to look forward to, in my opinion. I think we played Denver this year too, but that game I'm not really motivated for. But some other games, I'm looking forward to the full slate of Thanksgiving games. The Ravens haven't played on Thanksgiving in a minute. I think the last time we played was against the Steelers in 2013. Would love to get one of those back, but I know tradition speaks for the Cowboys, the Lions, and there's one, the Cowboys and Lions definitely, and I think there's always some random team that they throw in there. I'm trying to think, who else do we play? We don't play the Jets, because I would have known about that, because I'm a huge Aaron Rodgers fan, too. There's going to be one that I missed, and once I say that, I'm going to be like, how did I miss that? But, anywho, yeah, that's another game I'm excited about. I'm just excited for football. How'd I forget this, y'all? The opening day game. We get a rematch with the defending Super Bowl champions, the Kansas City Chiefs. I'm excited that the game's going to be back, but I'm going to try not to overreact to that, because if we lose, it's just week one. But I was talking to some people that I'm cool with about this. Just because it's week one doesn't mean that those narratives aren't going to be there. If Lamar and company cannot beat the Chiefs, that narrative's going to remain, as it should, until we can get over that hump more than one time. It's going to be exciting to see if we have a different game plan for Travis Kelce than we did last year. The Ravens defense last year adjusted really well. They held the team to 0 points, but, the offense couldn't get anything going. Lamar is lighter now. He should be more agile. And you have Derrick Henry in the backfield now. You have Pat Ricard. Me and my pops were talking about this the other day, too. It was like, how are you going to stop Ricard, Henry, and Lamar? Because if you go back to that conference game, when Lamar called his own pass, there's a debate. And the debate is, if Lamar would have weighed less or not had as much muscle as he had on, would he have taken that to the house? And maybe I'm delusional. Maybe I am, y'all. But I'd like to say yes. So there's that. What other games? I'm trying to think. There's going to be, the rookie quarterbacks coming in and going at it. I'm excited to see how all of those players do. I had a full list of players. Not players, because I always write a script out for this in case I forget. What I need to do, though, is start going back to not just typing on my phone and being like, okay, I'll remember this off muscle memory. Because I got the muscle memory of a elephant, if we're being honest. But there are other games I'm excited for. I'm excited to see what the Chargers do with their new offensive coordinator, Greg Roman, because I keep trying to tell my dear Chargers fans that Greg Roman's not that guy, pal. And maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I am wrong. But maybe, just maybe, you're going to watch Quentin Johnson throw into quadruple coverage to who'd they draft? Ladd McConkey, right? And get picked off. Maybe. I don't know. But if he's got this new identity and philosophy, so be it. But, yeah. I will be keeping a close eye on Jaden Daniels this season, being that I am an LSU fan. I will be keeping a close eye on the Texans, considering I live in that state. The Cowboys as well. Stuff that's coming to the channel. So, actually, before we get into that, I am happy to announce that the Fourth Down Forum podcast has officially picked up our first sponsor. We are now sponsored by a company called Havoc Energy. I will be linking them below when I upload this video. And if you go to their website, you use the referral link that I post, you will help me earn a percentage of commission on that. And if you use my code Fourth Down Forum, spelled same as the podcast, you get 10% off your order. I am very excited to be a part of the Havoc family, and I will be, within the coming weeks, you will see me trying their products, probably in YouTube shorts, if not on the actual podcast itself. You will see me promoting them a lot. They are the first company to take a chance on me, and I am really grateful for that. Stuff coming up on the channel. As y'all know, the NBA Finals are currently going on. Scratch that, reverse it. The Western and Eastern Conference Finals are going on. We are waiting for the Boston Celtics actually already clinched. But yeah, the Boston Celtics have already clinched. And the Dallas Mavericks were supposed to be facing the Celtics, which, you ask me, that's probably still going to happen. But that said, we will be doing an NBA Finals special. So once we do that, We will talk about who I think is going to win, who should win MVP, stuff like that, things of that nature. Also, we will be doing I've been thinking about this a lot. We will be doing I did jerseys. I've done hats. We may do a part 2 on hats as well. But I'm going to do a podcast on my shoe collection because I thought about it and I was like, a lot of the shoes I wear are tied to athletes. But that will come further along. And you know what? I'm feeling good. I'm feeling gracious. So what should be the question? I guess the question I would have, because we still got time to fill on this. Other things coming up, I want to let y'all know I do have a social life out of this. And if you're wondering why, why don't you upload, every week? Why does it seem like you do every 2 weeks? Your boy also works around sports related stuff. So that can be draining coming from working around sports related stuff and talking about sports to, coming home, trying to do this, talking about sports. Not to say I don't love it. Don't get it twisted. I absolutely do. But sometimes you need that mental to recharge. You know what I mean? And also, I do have a personal life outside of my work stuff and my, hopefully soon to be career stuff. I won't be available around next Saturday. Me and one of my boys. Y'all know him. My boy Jalen that used to do the Fourth Down Forum. No, this is the Fourth Down Forum. They used to do the What a Play podcast. We're going to go hit up Six Flags for the day. I am trying to manage my social life better. I think 2 weeks after that, we might be hitting a baseball game out in Round Rock. So there's that. But yeah. And let me let y'all know, you know what? I'm going to hold off on the second announcement until the other podcast that we do. So if the Timberwolves somehow force another game, I'll work on the shoe collection podcast. If they don't, we'll work on the NBA Finals podcast and we'll go from there. But other things, your boy Jalen Waddle, he just got a contract extension. 3 years, really well deserved if you ask me. You want to keep that tandem. That's another team that I will be keeping an eye on. And it's like, yo, D, why are you only keeping an eye on NFC teams? I'm not. I'm also a Packers fan. This is not something that's new. My step team, as people like to joke about. So I'll be keeping an eye on them. The Lions are an NFC team I'll be keeping an eye on. Like I said, the Bears got Roma Dunze and Caleb Williams. I want to see what they do with that. I always keep an eye on all the AFC North opponents. I keep an eye on the NFC East typically just because I got a lot of friends and stuff that are tied into those fan bases. Yeah, I think I got a friend for every NFC East. Yeah, I do. And that's cool as hell to think about. But other than that, that's stuff that will be coming to the channel. Like I said, Havoc Energy is now sponsoring the Fourth Down Forum podcast. You will see me, like I said earlier, we will be linking that. We will be using my promo code. Y'all want to try it? They got lovely selection of stuff. Lemon lime energy tub. They got a juice jam one, gamer gummies, stuff of that nature. And y'all might be thinking, Dereck, what does this have to do with gaming? Everything. Because this is a different type of gaming, but this also brings gaming together. From the world of, you can go from the world of consoles to the world of the gridiron, to the world of the hardware, to the world of the court, to the world of the diamond, right? So, crazy to think, man. But this is something I have been, pardon my French, I've been busting my ass for this since 2021. I haven't taken it as seriously as I should been. Now we're locked in, we're loaded, we're going, we're doing big things. That said, I don't want to keep this podcast too long, so let me leave you with this question. You can answer it in the comments below. What is your favorite NFL schedule release that has ever been done, and let's double it. What is your least favorite NFL schedule release that has ever been done? But thank you all for watching this. I appreciate it. Shout out to Havoc Energy again for sponsoring us and taking a chance on us, and I will see y'all on the next one.